Good morning, students. Today, now we again revise electricity chapters what we taught in the beginning. So, from the study class, we now start first Ohm's law. As the this law states that at constant temperature, in any of the circuits, V is directly proportional to I. It means that in a circuit, when the potential increases, then I is increases, or when the potential decreases, I decreases. So, from this law, from the Ohm's law, we can write expression V is directly proportional to I, where V is a potential and I is the currents. SI unit of the V is a volt and SI unit of the I is ampere. We all know. So when we put here equal to sign, then put another proportional constant that is R, and this R is a constant. And when we write again in a other way, then V by I is equal to R, and R is a constant here. So this is the expression of the Ohm's law. But this R is also a resistance of a conductor, and its behavior is like a friction in a motion. What does do the friction? Friction slows down the motion of the body. Like here, when the current flows in a conductor, this resistance that also slows down the flowing of the currents. It has a nature to oppose the flowing of the current. So it is a resistive force in a conductor, and that opposes the flowing of the current. So this is a resistance, and this is about the Ohm's law. Resistance is a quality or property of a conductor that slows down, that obstructs the flowing of the current in the circuits. So, but how does the resistance become more or less in a particular conductor? That has some factors like resistance R. It is denoted by R, and it is directly proportional to length of the wire or length of the conductor. It means if the wire is long, then resistance is also more. If the wire is short, then resistance is low. R is also inversely proportional to cross-sectional area of the conductor. If the wire has thick, it means area is more, and then R is less because it is इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल है. ये उल्टा रिलेशन है. आर ज्यादा कब होगा जब क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया कम होगा. अगर क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया ज्यादा होगा तो रेजिस्टेंस कम होगा, और जिस कंडक्टर में रेजिस्टेंस कम होता है करंट आसानी से फ्लो करता है. रेजिस्टेंस ज्यादा होता है तो करंट स्लो फ्लो करता है. सो लाइकवाइज इफ द वायर इज थिन it means cross sectional area is small, and then the resistance is more, then R is more. So these are the two factors, and third factor, it is also directly proportional to temperature. If a conductor has more temperature, then resistance is also more. If the conductor has less temperature, then the resistance of the conductor is low. And third one, R is directly proportional to material of the conductor. It depends upon the material of the conductor. If the wire is made up of copper, then it is a good conductor. So the resistance is less. If the material which has more conductivity with the current, resistance is also very less. If the conductor is not so friendly with the current, then the resistance becomes more. So these are the four factors: length, cross-sectional area, temperature, and nature of the material of the conductor. So this is all about the factors that changes the value of resistance. Now we come to the combination of resistors. Resistors are connected into two ways. One is series combination. In a decorating bulb in a Diwali, what we use as a decorating bulb, the connection of that decorating bulb is a series combination. Is in series combination. But and in a series combination, what generally happens, the resistance is connected by end-to-end connector. Like one is, if one is connected, then other is connected to the same point of the conductor. So this is a end-to-end connection. Here is a resistance R1 and R2. Suppose in a series combination, then we see that the feature of that conductor is that the feature of that current in each of the resistor is same. I is same, I is same. In a resistance are different, but I is same in a series combination. But potential is different. Potential in a series combination, potential in each resistance is different from each other, V1 and V2. This is the properties and characteristic of the series combination. This is the, like if you connect, this is examples of series combination, examples of series combination or series circuits. Now second is the second type of combination, that is called a parallel combination, in which you saw that like this, if the circuit is there and these are the, so you see that is a circuit, you saw that the current is flowing through that, and when it, here is an I current, here is I current, when it reaches to that point, it distributed into I1, I2 and I3, but the potential is same here. So there are three resistors R1, R2 and R3. They are connected in a parallel combination, where we see that the main current is distributed along the resistor in a different way. I mean to say that when the current flows, then along the R1, R2, R3, the current is different, but the potential is same. Here is V, here is V, or here is V. So this is the features of the parallel combination, and when we want to calculate the equivalent resistance in parallel combination, then we got, if we have only a two resistors is there, R1 and R2, and V is there, and this current is V2, I2, then the formula is here, I1 into I2 by R1 plus R2. Likewise, you can, from this formula you can calculate the equivalent resistance. And in a series combination, you can also find out the equivalent resistance by only summation of the value of the resistors. You can only add all the value of the resistor, then you can easily calculate the equivalent resistance of the circuits. So this is the revision class of the. Now one thing here, when we discuss the resistance, a special type of resistance, that is called a specific resistance. It is also a resistance, but its dimension is limited. Like here, this is a conductor. Its length is unit length, and its area is also unit to square meter in unit, then in that case, if a wire that has a unit length and unit area, then resistance is also present there, and that resistance, that value of the resistance, that is called a specific resistance. Generally in a wire the resistance is there, so we can, there is no measurement of the length and area in a conductor, then we can say the resistance. But when we take a particular conductor whose area is unit, whose area is unit square, and whose length is unit, and that conductor has a resistance, and that resistance is called a specific resistance, and it is denoted by a rho. That is denoted by a rho. Rho is equal to, a formula is there, rho is equal to Ra by L. When we see that R is the resistance, A is the cross-sectional area, and L is the length of the wire. But from this formula, we can easily calculate the value of rho, and rho is the specific resistance. Its SI unit is rho. SI unit is ohm meter. So this is all about the revision of today's class. Now we complete other part, remains of the part in a later class. So thank you all of you.